up, Insiders? Barbara here, and we're going to talk to you about an experiment in an experiment. You like that?
I like that.
He was calling it a double experiment before we started. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm David. I'm a PM on Main App.
Tell me a little bit more about the things you're responsible for on Main App.
Sure. So I do a couple different features. One of them is Explore that we're going to talk about today. The other one is Offline, the ability to download, which is available to premium users in developed markets or everyone in emerging markets. And also Autoplay on Home, which just launched.
Okay. Yeah. Congrats on that.
Thank you.
We are going to talk about an experiment in an experiment. Tell me about the first experiment.
Okay. The first experiment is Explore. So the idea is to create a new tab in the app, which is called Explore, where users can can discover new videos, topics, or creators. So if you're on your home feed and you want to try something new, that's when you go to Explore. Okay,
so it's another destination within YouTube.
Yes.
To find this content.
Yes. To discover new content.
Yes. Okay. Now we're saying it's an experiment because not all of YouTube users have this right now.
Right. Only a small amount of users have it, and it's across devices. It's on Android phones, Android tablets, iPhones, iPads, desktop.
Yep.
So you might be in the experiment, but most people do not have it.
Okay. So go check your devices right now. Go see if you have access to Explore, and then you can at least get a sense for what it is that we're talking about there. We'll also show some pictures up here.
Here.
Yes. Well, I mean, well, it's usually slapped on top of our faces.
There. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Also, Tom has talked about Explore on this channel before, so check out the link down below to hear more about that from Tom. That covers the Explore tab.
That's the first experiment.
That's the first experiment. Experiment number 2.
So the experiment within an experiment.
Yes.
So we had an idea on the team, and we're saying, well, people are discovering topics and videos, but how do they best discover creators? And we said, up top in Explore, wouldn't it be cool to add a new chip called On the Rise?
Yes. So it's a new. So once you're on the Explore page, you can go into sort of a subcategory called On the Rise.
Exactly. And that's when I want to discover new creators. So On the Rise is focused on endemic, homegrown creators and smaller creators. So if you click On the Rise, the first thing you're going to see up top is either the creator or artist on the rise. This is already launched.
Or gaming channel on the rise.
Or gaming channel on the rise. And this is already launched. There's no change to that program. It exists today in trending in some markets like the US, India, Japan, France, but we're not changing anything to that. So that's still showcased up above. It's still going to be placed in trending. It's another placement for On the Rise.
Okay, great.
And then down below, we said, okay, let's give some love to the smaller creators. And we wanted to have a shelf specifically just for creators with under 10,000 subscribers. And what you see here is that we look at what you typically watch and the creators you like, and we look for similar creators that are under 10,000 subscribers. So you have a whole shelf of that.
So you can go browse through, and this is another great way to help support smaller creators, get them seen in front of more eyeballs so that hopefully you can get some more viewers in there.
Give some visibility to the new talent.
Yes.
Yeah. I really like that shelf. I found some cool stuff. You would be in there, no?
I would be. So I am just under 10,000 subscribers. So hopefully I would be surfaced there on my gaming channel.
So if they push you over the top, you won't be eligible for this one.
Sadly, but
it's a question. It's a question.
still want to hit that 10K subs or bust.
So underneath, you're going to get a mix of different features. And the main one is creators that we think you'll like based on your history with YouTube. So it's personalized to any viewer, depends who you are.
Yeah.
And then you see that creator with videos. And we're going to do a cap on the number of subscribers that creator can have in the tab. We're still debating it. We're thinking 1 million.
Okay.
We're going to analyze it.
Yeah.
TBD. And if you keep on going under, then we have different, again, other features such as endorsements. So, for example, we see you have a high affinity to one creator, and we'll look for similar creators to that. So, for example, viewers of, and what's your channel's name?
Barbara.
Just Barbara?
Super original. Barbara,
okay.
yes.
Okay. Viewers of Barbara might also like, and then you'll see different channels that are related to Barbara.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I dig this. So what David just talked about was kind of an overview, and we'll show you pictures of sort of an example of what the On the Rise tab looks like within Explore tab. And then really why we're talking about this is you've got some questions for our insiders out there.
Yeah. So I'd love to hear first if you think this is a good idea. It's still an experiment, and we're still working hard on it because we believe it's a good idea on how to highlight creators.
Yeah.
But we want to really hear from you, and that's why we wanted to come to the channel today. And the second part is like to hear a bit from you on what do you expect to see on the On the Rise chip. So would it be even smaller? Would it be bigger? Would it be different content verticals? Any cool ideas you might have, leave them below in the comments. We'd love to get the feedback.
Yes, and you also want to know from our insiders here, how excited are you by this feature? Because as we started out by saying, it's just an experiment. We do a lot of experiments at YouTube. It's something that we like to try out, but it's not guaranteed to ever broadly launch to everybody. So that's why we wanted to get all of your feedback about things.
Yeah. So let us know. Let us know if you're excited.
Okay, that's it, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so let's try this out. If people like this video, what should they do?
They should like the video, but drop a comment that they're excited about the feature.
Drop a comment first,
yes.
and then like the video.
Okay, yes.
And
subscribe to Creator Insider?
Yes!
Okay, yes.
David gets it. And so I guess we will see you guys in the next video.
Okay, thank you. Bye.